Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a good day today. Hope it was better than mine. Now, my day wasn't all that great. Yesterday wasn't all that great either, but today was a little bit worse. I just couldn't find any traction today. I couldn't gain any traction. So, I shut it down early. I'm determined not to have another red week. I'm not going to force anything. If the market's not there, it's just not there. And I know when it's there, it hits and we make a killing. So I'm patient. I can wait. It's just part of the deal. But it's part of it's one of the things that I try to teach you guys, that hey, it's okay if the market is not where it needs to be. It's okay. It's fine. You can come back tomorrow, come back the day after tomorrow. It doesn't matter. The market's going to be here. So we just have to chill sometimes. But I wanted to throw this question out there. Was one that I get a lot. What's it going to take for me to become a successful trader? And the honest answer is there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that have to come together in order for you to be a successful trader. But I'm going to give you 3 key elements that should help bring everything into focus. Okay, the first thing is you want to get with somebody that's actually been there, done that. That started or that's been through what you're going through, that's fought through it, that's been baptized by fire, and they've come out on the other side. And I think that's one of the unique things about me and what I do, is that I've been there, done that, and I'm showing you every day the exact way I made it to where I am today. 8 years ago, I was sitting in a classroom and trying to figure out how I was going to do the things and get the things that I actually wanted out of life. And not that I didn't like teaching. I love teaching. I love working with the students. It was the politics of it that I could not stand anymore. And, I went through it. I was tried by fire many times. And what I'm trying to show you, what I'm trying to give you guys, is everything that you need to be successful. Not everybody's going to make it, because there's some things that you have to have, and if you're not willing to put in the work to get it, it's not going to happen. So the first thing, I'm getting ahead of myself, but the first thing is make sure you get with somebody that's been there, done that, that's going to give you the practical knowledge that you're going to need to get to that next level. Next, you want to look at yourself in the mirror and take an inventory of what you need in order to be successful, based on the knowledge that you gained from that person. And I'm not talking about a computer and monitors and all that, because you could have the most expensive computer, the best, the latest monitors, but you still won't be able to trade worth shit if you haven't gotten what you need to get. And so it's really, really important. I'm talking about your work ethic. Do you have the work ethic that's going to allow you to be up 2 or 3 hours after everybody's gone to bed to get extra screen time? I didn't have that at first, but I had to have that. I had to will myself and to be aggressive with what I'm doing. To set a schedule, and this is what I'm going to do because I've got to do it to get there. Experience, all of that's part. I needed that screen time. I needed that in the market experience. The only way to accelerate it, because I couldn't spend all day in the market, was to do this at night. So, the time factor, not having the time. All of these things that you're going to have to think about, that, hey, what do I need in order to get to that level that I want to be? and you write these down, and then you come up with a plan to get there. Now, you're going to need somebody to help you get there. It doesn't have to be me or whoever you're learning from. It could be a friend of yours, could be your significant other. But you need somebody to help you get through this and to hold you accountable. Because, we're our own boss. And oftentimes, when we're our own boss, we tend to take time off. We don't hold ourselves accountable the way somebody else will hold us accountable. So, these three things I think are key, and they're going to get you headed in the right direction. But working with that person that knows exactly what you need to be successful and developing that list of things that you need so that you're working on the right things. Because if you're not focusing on the right stuff, then the right stuff is not going to come to you. So you got to make sure that you are focusing on the right things, on the things that you really need. Because I'm going to tell you, reading a book's not going to give it to you. It's going to give you basic information. It's going to tell you all the things that you're going to need to learn as far as trading and all of that. But how to actually be a successful trader, you can't read that in a book. You can't watch it on a video. You have to experience it. You have to come in and experience it every day. And that's the experience that I'm trying to give to all you guys. That when you come in every day, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be screwed up. But that's the way it is. Rarely are we going to have a perfect day. But we're going to have to deal with these things, and we're going to have to adjust and manage so that we can still get what we need to get out of the market. So just remember these things. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get through it, but it's very, very important. I can't stress it enough. So here we've got my disclaimer. You can pause it and read it at your leisure. We're in earnings hot and heavy. I think 23% of the S&P 500 are reporting earnings this week. So you can see we've got some really good stocks. J&J today. I don't trade the financial stocks, but American Express. We had Microsoft, AMD, and Starbucks this morning that actually hit our scans this morning. So we've got some good things on deck. Now, I believe the market is going to absorb is not the right word, but it's going to take in what's happening in earnings, and it's going to kind of decipher it, analyze it, and if they don't like what they're seeing, I think the market's going to pull in. I just have a feeling that this market is going to pull in at some point. Soon. I know if you look at the chart, the technicals are holding up. We're above all the support. Even though we had a red day today, support held. So it's just a feeling that I got. The way the market was trading, the way all of these stocks were trading, I just feel like something is about to happen. And it may be I'm sensing the fear and uncertainty of the market participants. Maybe I'm sensing that by the way they're trading. Who knows? But that's what I'm feeling. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we woke up tomorrow to a gap down. But it was so bad. I didn't like the feeling so much that my swing trade that I took yesterday, I practically set a stop for break even because I just feel like it tried all day yesterday. It tried today. It just couldn't get anywhere. The market just felt heavy. And one of the first things I teach you in the swing class is about market cycles and market phases and when to stay out of the market. I think we're moving into a phase where it's time to stay out. So I'm all cash right now. We've had a really good month for swing trades, so I'm not even concerned about that right now. But you can see, I just think we're gonna have a deep pullback here pretty soon, especially, and I think it's all gonna depend on how earnings look the rest of this week and into the beginning of next week. All right, so my trading today really sucked, and it was not because of me. The market just didn't offer up anything. Here was the opening range breakdown. First trade, I get in, didn't quite make it to my first target, maybe 15-20 cents away, and it turned around on me. And of course, might as well get out. Why sit here and let it run all the way back up in my max loss stop when technically we're done? Anytime the stock closes back above the opening range low, which is the level I base my trade off of, and it confirms, you get the hell out. And the only reason I held on to it was because red to green was here and the 200 was here, and so I was like, I'll give it a little bit more room. It wasn't going to cost me that much more, but it just didn't do it. And you can see it just reversed. And here is the opening range high. And I think eventually it kind of worked its way up because this reported earnings after the close. But the morning trades just wasn't there. I forgot to put well, here you can see the executions right here. I hate you got to go back and forth, but if you want to see the actual execution. But this is all the same order. It just filled over two prices. And then where I had to cover it. And so I only lost about 26 cents. So it's not a big deal. So plug was the one going the other way. So here's, it opened. Pretty wicked candles here. And then I felt like it was starting to calm down and we were getting ready to make this run up. Got in on the break and it immediately came back down and stopped me out, and then it went back up. I mean, this was just crazy. Crazy. But the problem was I got in, I hit the wrong button. Instead of hitting the buy 300 shares, I hit buy 500. So I was in a little bit too heavy. And maybe if I was in 300 shares, well, I know if I was in 300 shares, I could have had $1 stop and I wouldn't have been stopped out. So I guess I can take credit for messing up this trade because I was in too heavy and I wasn't going to give a 500 share position $1 on this stock on this day. I just wasn't going to do it. So ended the day red 366.17. Not bad. Doesn't eat up everything we made yesterday. Got 3 more days this week. So I'm just going to come in tomorrow with a fresh groove. SRPT, this was a swing that we closed out yesterday. We got stopped out on. I thought we might have got $3,000, but we only locked in 28.42 on it. And that's what we ended on that. So this is the stock I got in yesterday for a swing. You can see it made a really good move yesterday. And today, it was an inside candle. So technically, the trade is still in play. But like I said, I just don't feel it in the market right now. I think the market's going to come in. I don't think we're going to see much. But if the market does come back around, I could always get back in this stock. It's not so far gone that I can't get in it and I can't manage my risk. But I just had to I just set the stop at break even, and if it pulled all the way back, that we were just gonna kill it. APPS, this hit my stop. This was a profit stop. I thought about putting it at 61, and it would have just stopped me out at 61. And I would have lost $2 more on this, but at least I was able to lock in some good profit here, $900 extra to add to the total. So we'll see tomorrow where I end up on these swings. But that was it for me today. That locked it up. And yeah, I did all day hold. I did trade GME just like yesterday. Carbon copy of yesterday. Except for I managed this a hell of a lot better. I wish I had enough sense to take this aftermarket. This is the aftermarket. The hour after the market closed. This is what this candle put in. I wish I had taken it. I swear. But I didn't. Locked in that. So 2 good days on this. I don't know. Tomorrow may be the same. You just don't know. I don't think I'm going to trade this tomorrow. I just have a feeling that the SEC is going to come in and lock this stock down. And I don't want to be caught in it when they do. So, that's just, I'm not saying it's going to happen. That's just a conspiracy theorist in me. So, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I've locked up a pretty good penny on it the last 2 days. So, I'm good. I'm good with that. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. Hope you guys have a great night and a great evening. And we'll get back at this first thing in the morning.